Alrighty, welcome Tommy. Thank you for coming back, getting in this kitchen with us. If you want to just start off and letting us know what you cooking and why you decide to make it.
Man, thanks for having me. You know, always a pleasure to be on Appetite for Change, because you know, food is everything. I chose today a pineapple bowl. It's something that one of my friends, Sonny, in the community, really started up in Minneapolis, and I just wanted to pay respect to him, so I wanted to do it. It was one of my kids' favorite meals, so yeah.
Alrighty, well, you want to go ahead and start making it up for us, showing us how you make it, and while you're doing that, you know, you said food is everything, and at Appetite for Change, you know, we believe in using food as a tool to basically bring people together to cook, eat, and talk about, you know, the different things that they like to see change in their communities. Okay. So I'm glad that you said that. But how do you use food in your everyday life?
Oh man, food is everything. You know, I play basketball and I work out. So me having a appetite to eat, you know, one thing about gaining weight and you wanna be able to maintain your weight. And then at the same time, it helps you with like your stress. You know, people be so stressed out off some of the things they're just eating, you know, and preserving every day. So it's always good to have some homemade food, you know, some home cooked meals and stuff like that. Cause then like, you know, your kids love it. It's more healthy. And then, you know, you get to really put in the ingredients to what you want to come out. So yeah.
All right, so you brought like, talked about like food and comfort and everything and home cooked meals. Do you have like your favorite comfort food? Like your one go-to food that anytime you may be feeling down or anytime you're feeling good or whatever, that one food you always lean towards and go to?
I would say it would be like spaghetti. Spaghetti is a nice comfort food. It got the meat, you got the pasta. You know, you get some like, your creativity can kick in a little bit with that. So everybody makes spaghetti a little different. So
I was sure about to say you add sugar in yours.
I do add sugar in mine.
As you should.
I definitely add sugar in mine.
Okay, so growing up, did you always see you was like home cooked meals for your kids and stuff? Did you grow up off home cooked meals? And if so, what was your favorite meal as a child?
Man, I think I did grow up off home cooked meals. Breakfast being made every Saturday. You wake up in the morning, you smelling breakfast cooking. And now to this day, you know, I still do the same thing. I wake up in the morning, I cook my breakfast. So that's how I got started, by just seeing my mom and my dad, you know, growing up, cooking and things like that. And then I think it's a good time for family time. Anytime I'm cooking and my kids are around the kitchen as they is now, they always around the kitchen, you know, little munchkins, you know, always eating the extra stuff, ask for seconds and stuff. So that's always been good. Yeah, that's always been good.
Okay. I see you up there with, is it chicken? You want to explain to us what you just did to that chicken and everything that you got out here to make this bowl?
Yeah, so we got, you know, you got to season up your chicken, you know, got to have that little flavor to it, you know, got to have that flavor. That's what separates the difference in cooking. So I got some chicken breasts. We got some peas and carrots for it to go up in the rice. We're going to have a pineapple bowl, and then on the bottom of it, have a chicken fried rice. Then they have an orange chicken base on top. Yep.
Okay.
And so we got pineapples prepared, got some rice. And yeah, you know, it's one thing about, you don't see a lot of African Americans cooking Chinese food almost, right? So it's another thing of just that diversity of we could do a little bit of everything. So
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good. So what you about to do now?
So now I'm about to, you know, so one thing about cooking is you always want to like cook on what's going to take the longest to what's going to be the fastest. So the longest thing I'm thinking right now is going to be the chicken. So we want to put that in the chicken. We want to put that in the grease to get that fired up and get that going. So that way, because I'm big on trying to get everything done at the same time.
Okay.
So you don't want to cook your rice that's going to be so easy compared to chicken that could take like probably 20 minutes maybe. So yeah, so we're going to add this to some flour.
All right. And then what you do?
And then you cover it up with some flour so it can get some breading on it. You know, you got some breading on it and things like that. And as you can see, my little munchkins that don't stay away from me, you know how I go. So, Tremaine, go sit down, please. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. You already mentioned it when you cook at home, having your kids in the kitchen, you know. That's another big thing of ours is like bringing families back in that kitchen, cooking a meal, sitting down at the dinner table, having that meal together. So I think it's really dope that you invite your kids to be in the kitchen with you because sometimes, you know, parents just cook, call their kids down, the kids come get their food and they go to their rooms. And so I think it's real dope that you mentioned that your kids be in the kitchen cooking with you.
Oh, yeah,
and that you got your little shorty in the kitchen
Yeah.
right now cooking with you. So I think it's pretty dope, and I appreciate it because that's really, you know, what we big on, bringing back that familyness around food, because food breaks all lines and all barriers.
There you go. No, for sure.
That was dope. I liked it. That
Yeah,
you know.
it's always non-teaching. I mean, non-stop teaching. You know,
Okay.
so it's always big. I got 3 girls, so you know how it is when I need them to be able to cook.
Yeah,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like I need them to be able to take care of themselves and stuff. So that's big. You know, so we're gonna drop these in some oil.
Okay,
Some
I
grease.
thought it was water.
No, we're
No,
gonna
I'm
drop
just
this in some
playing.
grease. You get some breading on that, things like that. So yeah. Yeah, I love cooking. I think one thing that I love cooking, like when my daughter Layla, she always says, I cook with love. And I think 'cause I always got some music playing, and I always got like, it's a good spirit in the house, you know. It's something when you always looking for dinner to be done. It's like,
Okay.
when dinner gonna be done? They hang around the kitchen and they're trying to figure it out. And can't knock them, right? And it's just a compliment when they finally get some good food in them. It's like they don't struggle to go to sleep at night, you know. One thing about just, I love cooking for my kids, like, and making sure they have a nice plate of food at the end of the day, you know.
That's good.
Don't be looking for your school to give you some, you know, some real good food. So, you know, it's one thing about just giving that to them, so they ain't gotta worry about that, which is almost a privilege, right? When you ain't gotta worry about if you're getting a hot plate of food at night and stuff like that. So we don't take it for granted. We pray before we eat every night.
As y'all should.
We take turns praying, you know. So like, yeah, so the kitchen is the happy place in the house. Maybe the most cleanest place in the house is the kitchen, because we don't play. All right.
What's some of your kids' favorite meals that you like to cook?
So my oldest daughter, she likes this chicken breast I do with like red peppers, yellow peppers, onions, which you bake it, and you serve it with rice. She loves that. My other daughter loves sliders, you know, just like some basic as, you know, burger sliders, you know. And then you got this like thing called taco pie, right? Where it's like putting,
like biscuits
there you
and
go.
like ground meat, cheese.
Yeah,
oh, that's my favorite too. My
yeah.
stepdad always made that for me growing up. And
Yeah.
if I could say like a comfort food, something that I always run to, that I'm always gonna love, we call it cheeseburger pie though. But
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
I
There you
get
go.
it.
There you
But
go.
that is one of my favorite things that my stepdad used to make for me. So
There you go.
your daughter got a good taste, okay?
No, for sure. And she cooks, you know, like I said, it rubs off on, you know, one thing about cooking is it can be generational. You know,
Yep.
like, you know, grandmas and grandpas taught me how to cook, so now I'm cooking,
Teaching your kids.
and I plan for my kids to be able to hold down the household by cooking as
That's-
well, right? Like,
That's the plan. Okay, so we really brought you here because, you know, you have a business. Don't shoot guns, shoot hoops. And so how can you see, like, food playing a role inside of, you know, your organization, or with the people that you do this organization with, you know? Because I know, like, when I was in high school and I played basketball, for the little time that I played, you know, a lot of the girls, before practice or before a game, they was going to McDonald's.
okay, yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
we going to get fast food, and, you know, it slows us down in the game. But, like, what do you do, or how you use your home cooking skills to, like, I don't know, not really enforce it, but bring that to your organization and the people that you...
I think it helps out because it's still that it's breaking that stigma, right? It's still breaking that stigma of they don't see a lot of black men in the kitchen, you know, especially like our age and things like that. So it's always trying to still do like, hey, we still in the kitchen, we still can cook, we could do it all. But at the same time, like I said, there's so much stuff that takes place in the kitchen during cooking. Like even like if you're in the garden, if you teach these guys how to garden,
Yep.
man, before you know it, they ain't on the streets where they going to worry about getting shot, right? They in the kitchen cooking and putting some love into something, and I think that's what we got to tap into, like, right, meet these kids where they at, be creative while you learning, you know, and ain't nothing like tasting your food when it's good, so that's always a good thing.
Okay, so you want to explain a little bit what your organization is, why you created it, and why you think it's important to this community?
Yeah, so I created Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Hoops because up in the inner city, I need to wash my hands real quick. In the inner city, there wasn't no, there you go, appreciate it. There wasn't no, it's whatever. So in the inner city, there really wasn't no places for kids to go anymore, right? It became a scary place in the city. Police officers didn't want to be police officers no more. Violence was at an all-time high, and we just need to do something about it, right? So we started Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Hoop just to say, like, you know what? It need to be us 18-plus-year-olds that need to be at the table stopping the violence, not the kids and blaming stuff on the kids that's, in 8th, 9th grade, but the ones that just graduated, they ain't got no place to go right now. So I created this space like, okay, let's see what Don't Shoot Guns or Hoop be about, right? And before you know it, it's been getting tremendous support from the city because it's needed. A lot of our family, friends and stuff are dying from gun violence and nobody's talking about it. And I just feel like we got to be big and bold about when you want change. You want to see something different. These type of things that you got to tap into to make people feel a little bit uncomfortable.
I respect that.
So, yeah.
So why basketball, not soccer, not football? Did you play basketball? Was that like your thing, your outlet?
Yep. So yeah, growing up, I grew up in the city of Minneapolis, and basketball kept me out the street. I was born and raised in probably the hardest part of Minneapolis, in South Minneapolis. And to be able to stay focused and put myself in programs and be able to play basketball really was that difference between, being in a gang or not being in a gang. So you benefit off stuff like that. Yeah.
I know how to cook a little bit.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
Okay, so what you doing with that pineapple,
Okay, yeah, so you cut this pineapple open, man. So it's all fresh ingredients is one thing. You're gonna realize a lot of stuff that you see is like fruit, and you got vegetables, and you got protein, of course. But when you put it all together, it's like a nice combination of just the natural juices of using something like a fresh pineapple. No preservatives, no extra ingredients and things like that. And like I said, I had to learn,
So is you like carving the pineapple like you would carve a pumpkin, or what you doing?
Yeah. And it's crazy because I had to learn. How to cut a pineapple because it ain't as easy as you think, So I had to have some trial and error.
Well, can you demonstrate to us how you cut a pineapple when you're done carving out that one?
Oh yeah, I sure will.
It's definitely giving pumpkin vibes.
I got you. But yes, and then you can always eat these juices. It's nice, fresh juices. Carving things out.
Are you going to use the pineapples inside of the stir fry and the chicken, or are you going to just eat the pineapples on the side?
No, you see what you do is you carving it out because you're going to put the fried rice inside this pineapple bowl.
Okay.
So this will be your bowl that you eat out of. And yeah, I be putting a couple pineapples inside, to mix it up with the pineapple chicken and vice versa.
Okay. Yeah, you know when you want your chicken done because your chicken a lot of different colors.
Yeah, you good. All right, so we got this. We'll be waiting for that, but I can show you how to cut it while we wait for this rice to boil. So a pineapple is you try to cut it down the middle, of course, but you just can't start from the top because, of course, you got all these things. So I start at the bottom.
That's where I start from.
Yeah, so I start at the bottom where you almost like in the middle, right? And as you're in the middle, sorry about that. So you're in the middle, all right, and you cut it like that. So you watch out for your hands, of course, but you just slicing it. You get you just slice right in the middle.
Okay, we're going to have to work on your knife cutting skills because that ain't safe. Yeah, there we go. Keep it on the board, I ain't trying to get cut up here.
Tremaine, watch out, Trey. All right, so there you go. So you cut it like that, and then gotta have.
Okay, but wait, before you go to that chicken real quick, you did something with the pineapple. You had
to cut it,
cut in squares.
Okay.
What's all that about?
It's just proper way cutting when you want to cut a box, right? Because you want to create a bowl. So that's why I line up a square, and this part is like where the vine is at. So you almost want to cut it a little bit to chop it up a little bit.
Okay.
So it's like hard of a vine. So with this, we're gonna put in some rice. Come on, go sit down, please.
You need some water.
Put some rice in there.
All right, do you know how to cook rice? Because, you know, some people don't know
Oh, yeah,
rice.
you know.
That's the one thing people be like,
You right.
how you get your rice to be so perfect?
No, you're right, and it is a challenge. All this stuff is a challenge.
You need
Oh, I need a spoon, maybe.
I got you.
Cool.
Here you go.
Thank you. So this is a little spoon, and then so what you do is taking it right off the fire.
So what you doing with the rice?
Yeah. So you just take the rice and you put it to the side.
Oh.
How you gotta do that? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how you do that. So now we're gonna take out
And
some.
it's about to cook itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cause period.
Yeah. So the chicken. All right. The chicken looks good. All right. Take that to the side. Yeah, don't be trying. I know you're gonna probably want to be inspired to make this at home now a lot. When you.
No, not with no chicken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe like some shrimp or something.
Okay, you can add shrimp.
But
you
chicken,
can add shrimp.
I don't
You can
know
add
too
shrimp.
much about. You know?
You can't knock no chicken now. All right, you gotta get out my kitchen. You knock
I
some
mean,
chicken. All right?
look, my bad. Let me leave the chicken alone. I know you and the chicken had that type of connection, but yeah, you and the chicken keep having that.
All right, so.
Now what you about to do?
So we're gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna take this off the what's the name?
Okay, can y'all cut?
Pot holders right here. Okay, perfect. All right.
Pot holders?
Yeah, I mean like the racks that we sit it on.
And this is hot. Be careful, very careful.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I mean this is granite type, so I get it. I got the same thing, but that's a napkin at the bottom of that. Okay.
Keep going in the camera.
All right, so we had to take that off so we can put our next skillet on.
Now what you about to do in there?
So we got, Jetta, watch out. Go sit down.
Perfect thing about it being recorded.
Yeah, you go. All right. So now we gotta prepare our fried rice.
Okay.
All right, so that's what got the rice on the side. So we turn this on. You're gonna saute some vegetables.
All right, you do the egg first or you do that last?
You do that last, yeah. You do that last, but we can cut. We could crack some of these open. All right.
You need all three of them?
Yeah.
You mind if I steal some chicken?
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Matter of fact, what you could do is get this bowl right here. And then sprinkle some of that sweet and sour sauce on that. That'd be perfect for me. Yeah.
In this bowl?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out in the bowl, on the chicken, or in the chicken on the bowl.
No. So put the chicken in the bowl.
Right.
And then put
See,
the bowl.
that's,
There you go.
I knew what I was saying.
There you go.
Do you want it over all the chicken, half the chicken, a
sprinkle it
third
over,
of the chicken?
And then slice it up, yeah. And then a fork.
Okay, because I don't be making this, because I don't be dealing with chicken.
A fork.
Behind you. You think this enough sauce for all this chicken?
Sure, but we're gonna figure it out. One way or the other. One way or the other.
All right, so when you usually in the kitchen, is this the part your kids help you with?
They help me with a little bit of everything. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They be chopping, they
They be chopping and they be
frying.
I mean, probably anything besides the fire.
Okay.
Other than the fire, so you want to get your hands dirty? Yeah, go ahead and mix it in. There you go. Okay. I was about to get mine. So go ahead, your hands dirty.
I mean, I'm gonna let you handle that. I'm gonna try to help you out here. Me and chicken don't get along.
Oh, you good.
But I got you. It smells good though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, come on, man. It's gonna look good,
Is it gonna taste good?
Yeah, taste good,
Okay.
feel good, all that.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna wait for this to heat up. But in the meantime, so what's your favorite thing to cook? When you're in the kitchen cooking, trying to cook.
Trying to
you know
cook.
how
What?
it goes,
Hold on. Okay. My favorite thing to cook. Okay, I'm gonna just say what my favorite dish is to cook. I'm simple. I like to make any type of potatoes. So mashed potatoes or like a baked potato. Do some salmon, some asparagus. that right there takes the win.
Okay.
All the time.
Okay.
Like, I don't have time for...
So do you know how to cook? So, I mean, people say they know how to cook salmon.
I mean, for my kids tell me I do my
Oh,
ones and twos all the time. You know, when the kids tell you do your ones and twos, you gotta be doing something. No, but I made my daughter. She's been stuck on this meal. I made it one time and she just been stuck on it. But I had made some purple cabbage, some barbecue turkey wings, I think some mac and cheese and cornbread, and she's been like stuck on that. Like every day she want to eat that, and I only made it for them once because that's all they getting out of me. But yeah, I'm like you said. I grew up on home cooked meals from scratch. You know. I was never no instant ramen noodle kid. Like, we never had them at my house. I don't like that to this day. And, you know, the same thing for me is I want to show my kids, you know, the importance of coming home after school, after work, and having that family time. And so cooking a meal is our family time. My kids ain't old enough to be in the kitchen, but I still let them help me out with, like, passing me stuff or cracking some eggs, or sometimes I assist them in cutting, or, you know, at my job we do a lot of cooking as well, and they like to make the desserts.
Okay.
But, you know, I've been here for a while, and so I'm really big on having a home cooked meal for my kids, you know, every night, you know. Some nights it don't happen because we just be too busy. Sometimes we just got to grab something real quick. But I want to build that into them so that when they get older, they know the importance of having a home-cooked meal ready for when they kids come home, you know.
And it's crazy. I would, sorry not to interrupt you.
Good.
But I was saying, like, I would just put a status up on one of my pages just to say, like, what do people do to help prep more to make their evening commute better, right? Like, how can you prepare, like, dinner during breakfast time, right? Put it in a crock pot and things like that. You still have those meals and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know, it comes down to time management, right? Like,
That's facts. And I'm big on, I don't like to eat after 7. And so if we not making it in the house before 5, 6, they might not be getting nothing cooked from me, you know, because I like to have food ready and ate before 7. Okay. It's just something that, you know, kids need structure. And in this day and age, we done got so far away from structure and cooking and, you know, having that family time. And so I like to build that, install that into them. So maybe one day if they do decide to have kids or a family, you know, they would know to build that around structure. So food is real important in our house.
Come on now.
You know, I used to cook breakfast every morning, but they started going to school too early now. So
No, for real. Yeah, you're right. I do it on Fridays.
See, look, I need to find me a day to just get them their little breakfast in. I got me a little waffle maker. That's the best thing I ever invested my money in. 'Cause I ain't got to do it. They do it for me. Okay?
There you go.
Make it simple.
I think my biggest thing was probably a cast iron.
Okay.
Like, I love me
I ain't that old yet.
Man, listen. Oh, those things, man. Look, you can barbecue with them things the whole 9.
Yeah, I ain't that old yet, you know, to be having no cast iron skillet in my house. But when I get to that age, you know, I get there.
Yeah.
If you have like one thing, you know, that, I don't know, it could be food related, it could be community related, it could just be you related. Like one thing you would like to share with whoever's listening about you, food, the community, whatever it feel like. You feel like sharing with us today.
I think, where I learned cooking, really. You know, I was working in the group home industry for like 6 years. So I used to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for vulnerable adults. And cooking things that you never learn how to cook and things like that. But what it did is, like, you know, I'm a single father. You know, my kids, you know, wake up to me, go to sleep to me every day. They only see me cooking, you know. So it was one of them things where cooking taught me how to live by myself. Okay. You know, how to not be like pressured by being by yourself and being lonely and things like that. Where I feel like a lot of people, like I said, the girl cooking all the time before you know it. You're like, y'all done split up now, so you ain't had a cooked meal since. You know, it's one of those. So I think it's important just to keep on showing them, like, you know, just leading by example, you know, to my kids and stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. yeah, because it is very, I mean, it's a lot of men that cook. Don't get me wrong, it cook good, but it is, you know, in this, the way we grew up, it's always the women. Or a woman's supposed to cook and a man's supposed to do that. And so I'm just so glad that we in this day and age where roles are reversing.
Roles are reversal.
Yeah, I mean, that's how
come
I
on,
look
man, how I
at
look.
it. Because you just said, you know, in one of our classes we was talking about this. You know, you just said being a single father, and for a long time you never really heard of single fathers saying that they were single fathers. You know, it's more of on a single mother type thing. And so, you know, to me it's like roles are reversing now. You know, we got dads that's the main provider, sole provider for their kids, or, you know, whatever it is, men cooking in the kitchen now while the women, you know, so I'm glad that we made it to a point in the world and life where we're not really stuck on like these gender roles. So,
There you go, gender roles.
that's,
And that's another thing I said.
deep,
Yeah, no, I
but,
think that's what I be proving. I think like when you see a guy in the kitchen, it's not oh, guys don't cook.
Exactly.
You know, it's breaking that stigma right there of guys don't cook. So if a young man seeing guys like me in the kitchen, like, hey, guys do cook.
Okay.
You know, so my daughters, they seeing like, they ain't gonna meet no guy that say like, cause if they do, they're like, what you mean you don't cook? Hey, my dad cook, you know? So it's one of them things is like, their normal ain't gonna be so normal, you know what I mean? Their normal ain't gonna be so normal. So how that chicken, we got this fried rice looking already. So only thing that make a difference between like just rice, making fried rice is the soy sauce.
Okay.
Everything else is just, you know, that's what make it the color.
That's what it is. I thought they burnt the rice. They don't burn the rice?
No, they don't burn the rice.
I thought we was eating burnt rice. My bad. Okay, who you learned that from?
Just
made
looked
that
up the
up?
ingredients. You know, look up the ingredients, and then, you know, seeing what all plays into it. You know.
So how you finna assemble this?
All right, so let me show you
get
how to do this. All right, and that was real quick, you know, real easy. You know, I be trying to make it seem, you know, doable. Okay, so like I said, when you plating it, of course you got your pineapple that you just carved out. It looks so good and pleasing. And you got the sauce, so looking real good and moist. We got any extra sauce just in case?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna put the fried rice at the bottom, right? Fried rice at the bottom.
Okay. We putting the rice at the bottom.
The rice at the bottom.
That's a lot of rice.
Hey, you know, it's supposed to, you know, supposed to be fulfilling.
Okay.
Supposed to be fulfilling. And then I need one more spoon.
Behind you. So the chicken is the topper.
Yeah, the chicken is the topping, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
When you first talked about this is not how I pictured it. In my head, I had the rice on the side, the vegetables on the side, the chicken, you know, like a three-way thing. But I'm glad, okay.
you know, so you know, you do
That's a
something
lot
like
of food, though.
Yeah, well, it's probably two people maybe.
Yeah,
know?
that's very much giving feeding the family.
So you know, that's how we do it. You know, so how that look?
It looks all right. You know, looks could be deceiving. I don't know if it's gonna be
come
good.
on now,
but,
what you mean? You done seen the
know,
whole ingredients?
Have your kids ever told you do your ones and twos? Because if they didn't, it ain't together.
Listen, if your kids don't think you rich, you doing something wrong, okay?
No, my kids. Yeah, you ain't lying.
That part, huh?
But I tell them every day. So when you at home, do you add anything extra to your plate to make it look cute?
No, like sometimes I could do like, but you could fry like some shrimp with this. You know, you can fry some shrimp with this. This is a good meal. You know, it's very fulfilling and it's healthy. You know, you just seen me cook fried rice from scratch, so it's a little. Oh, that's better, huh?
That's for you.
Oh, just taste it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was gonna taste it for it. No, you gotta taste it for it. No, That was the agreement.
Oh man. All right.
All right.
All right. I'll taste
I
it.
hope it don't kill you. You know what I mean? You good.
No, I ain't tasting it.
All right.
Y'all wanna? I don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, and get a little scoop of that rice underneath.
I got a little rice. It's the chicken part. Okay.
All right, ready? All right, let's go. Come on, man. All right, where you go?
Y'all
There you
have
go.
to give me a second.
There you go.
It's not bad.
No.
It's definitely good for sure.
No.
Thank you again for coming out, making this meal with us,
Yeah.
and sharing a little about you and your organization. It's really great having you,
Let's go.
and we hope to see you again.
Let's go. Thank you for having me. Appetite for Change. To let y'all know, like anybody in the community, is a stand up people organization. I really just want the best for the youth. You know, like I said, we can break a lot of poverty and stress and trauma just through eating food. So
Okay.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
No problem.